Hey, welcome to the studio. It's been a minute since I've been doing any intentional kind of content. I've been catching up with a ton of our stuff that I had recorded and then I just didn't get made into a video. But I have this special thing, so I figured I would get it all rigged up here, which they don't tell you that. That's not in the instruction booklet about how much you got to do. I put in a bunch more lights because I thought, well, maybe that'll help with the lighting issue. Still a little too dark for me. But, it is what it is. We do what we can. So I'm in the studio. This here is, I kind of wanted to report back on this experiment. In this studio, this isn't happening for us currently. It's basically just attracting all of the local rodents. So that's fabulous. Sometimes like these, you have to laugh. So I probably won't be keeping that there. I'll change it to something else and that will be fine. They're not bugging some of the stuff, but like the sunflowers, like you can kind of see a little bit how you can see this like light colored spots because that's where there was. Oh, it's really toast. I'm gonna just go ahead and take it down. Yeah. So we have little friends. We're way out in the country. This is the only house within a mile. It just happens. It's our constant battle. So rather than go to all the work of just setting all these traps and doing that kind of thing, which it's just would be over and over and over again, I'm just gonna go ahead and decom this idea. Because it was fun, but I'm sure they're not loving the fact that I did a bunch of sealing, I did a bunch of spray foam sealer. They're probably like, hey, I sealed up. They did have a hole down here. And I sealed it up and they haven't made their way back through it. So anyway, there's our deep dark secret. But it's not really a secret. Anyway, so I have... I do some general florist work. And so that's what I'm doing today is I have some people that on the regular, when they have something happen, they're getting a hold of me to bring in some pretties. And I was, clear and told them I didn't have anything in the field right now because I have very little, not enough to make a bouquet out of. So, just means that the price is a bit higher because I have to bring in, so I'm more like a florist price at that point because I tend to be pretty low for what they get. So I just explained to them it'll be basically a bit smaller and it'll be not my flowers. It'll be different flowers. So, and more expensive, which they get. I think they just like supporting local and they like my work, I suppose. Whatever, I'm thankful for it. That's really nice. I don't do a ton of it, but, when there are certain people that ask, I say yes. So today is a beautiful arrangement that I'm getting ready to make. I love what I found as far as to make it out of, locally. I just got done taking all the plastic off, which, let's just talk about that for a minute. So, there's a lot to be discussed in the floral industry. And one of the big things is how much waste there is, how much plastic, and we use all these rubber bands, and a lot of them they aren't processed right, so they never really hold up good. There's a lot of pitfalls that you run across in the floral industry. So plastic use is the number one, not reusable plastic use. So when I did bouquets last year that were hand tie bouquets. So basically a bouquet versus an arrangement in a vase. And I did use rubber bands for those. And I used a paper wrap for the outside. But then you run into things okay, well, they're just taking that paper off or it's disintegrating because the water touches it. So that's kind of goofy. So there's lots of interesting kind of niche things in the floral industry that aren't really talked about or thought about very often. Some people think about them very often. I think about it often. But mostly because my bottom line is I want to have the planet be better than worse off. So all that plastic, we already know, the microplastics that's in everything in our bodies everywhere, that's not a good thing. So we have to get away from those things, little by little. So that's why I really like the whole vase arrangement thing twofold, because number one, we've got a lot of arrangements. They're a single use. Somebody gets them delivered from a florist, any of the big guys. And then it's never used again. Either they keep it forever, or they, sometimes people will donate them and stuff. So I get them at secondhand stores and things like that. But, instead of producing new, to me, it seems more reasonable and awesome that you use some that you find. But that's a boutique thing. Like these big guys, they can't really go back in that direction because of who they are, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that's what one of my personal choices is. I don't go purchase brand new vases. I get these vases, and then I let my customers know, if you want to do a vase trade-in, I do vases for bouquets. So then I get a lot more. So you would think, I do quite a bit of them, and I'm looking at my shelf right now over there that's got, and I'm like, where's the rest? I feel like I should have a whole lot more vases, and that's like everything I have, because I have a little area in the house that I used to keep my vases, for during the season. But because I'm doing arranging out here, everything got brought out here. So I'm like, well, that is the total sum of what I have, and it just doesn't look like very much. So maybe I need to go do some more vase shopping, or just really start plugging for vase trade-ins, because that's good too. So there's my little ethos for a hot minute, is talking about why we do some of the things that we do, the choices, intentional choices that we've made in order to try to make things a little bit better. Which I'm hoping, if people are picking us as a small business, florist, flower farmers, that they're doing it because they recognize that is what we're about. So that being said, I had to buy flowers, which that alone, it was super fun. I was telling Eric, he walked in with me, and I'm looking, and I do the all the visualization, putting it in a little basket and looking at it and then pulling it out and switching it with something else, and thinking about colors and form and all that stuff. And so it takes quite a bit of time. I want to say I probably spent at least an hour just picking out the flowers, mostly because I ran to multiple locations, and I wasn't sure about the selection, really, because I really want to make sure I found the freshest that I could, because some of the stuff in some of the places wasn't very that's not going to have very long vase life. So, and I'm used to vase life from my flowers that just came out of the garden, which can be pretty long. But they vary. It's just how it goes. The vase lives are not the same. They're really different between, my kitty's here. Kitty. Oh, they're out there. He's hunting, I'm sure. The cat's out here doing the hard work, because they can smell them. They know they're here, right? Get one, kitty. That way I don't have to set a trap. He's lurking. It's cute. Anyway, so I ended up going with kind of I would go fall. I would say fall tone-ish, with a little bit of a winter hint, and that's because it's fall, almost winter. Kill me. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of looked at some blues, and I looked at a couple of different tonal ranges, and I really liked this chamomile that I found that it's just very airy and wildflower like, and since that's kind of my niche and my jam, I thought, well, maybe I'll kind of stick with that, but then add some cool structure with some of the mixes that I had. So the chamomile, let's show you the chamomile. Okay. So the chamomile, it's very light and airy. I love the way it looks. I want to know what they're doing to get chamomile that long, though. Look, it's so long. You can't even see the top of it in this bouquet because it's just that long. But it's so pretty. Look at that. What says spring meadow, beautiful chamomile? It smells yummy. It's very cute. So anyway, a little chamomile. So that's going to be one of our kind of filler bases. I'm just going to set that over here for a minute. And then I got this stuff, which I don't remember what it was called, but it's pretty. See something. Just real soft, almost looks like Statice. I think it is the type of Statice. I think it is a type of Statice, but it's a different one than what I have in the gardens. So that's really pretty. Put that there. I found these cuties here. These are just, you know, some little calla lilies. So you can see the tones I'm starting to build on. There's a little hint of white. There's some reds, oranges, yellows, and peaches. So that's where that fall tones is coming in. I went with these pops of, these are white Veronica. Kind of easier to see with the Veronica shape there. And I thought that would make a nice little pop here and there amongst the other wildflowers. And then to give it some structure, I went with I thought these were just so beautiful, these magnolia boughs. And it's so funny too, because they're selling these and then like right in the same parking lot, there's a big magnolia tree. I thought that was funny. Anyway, I love these because they have the bitonal. So they've got the brown on one side and the green on the other, and the texture's different. The underside is kind of a velvety, and then they're shiny with the green coloring. So I thought those would be really pretty for that. So my main focal flower then was these roses that are peachy and green. I'm gonna bring them in a little closer. Peachy and green. A few of them they're got a little beat up here. You can see these petals are, they've seen better days. Oh, they smell delicious. That's interesting because a lot of times these from the stores don't smell delicious. I might just move that over there. So you can really see the tones that I'm building on. This really kind of soft hints. And then this was just kind of a mix that I picked up that I'm going to completely deconstruct. But there's some, there's a few other little roses. I noticed one of them, the top fell off of it. There's some like piney sprucey boughs here, which will give it that hint of winter. And then this looks like a protea, if I had to guess. I don't know exactly what that is, but this, I liked the brown and copper kind of textures. So we're gonna just get to mixing it all together and make something really beautiful. I'm thinking structurally I might start with the boughs. I'm gonna pull these over a little bit so I can get to things. Move that guy a little bit. Got the buckets underneath me here. There we go. So take the rubber bands off here. Ow! Oh, that wasn't very nice. So I actually don't know the vase life of these cuties here. I'm hoping it's good. Since that's what's going in there. That's garbage. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 of these. So let's just see what they look like if we just kind of nestle them in there. What is that? There's just kind of a discoloration right here. I wonder what that was. It seems to be coming off with my finger. I guess it just needed a little washing. Anyway. So I kind of like that as a basic framework. This isn't going to stay upright necessarily. I'll have to use the slide these again. Use the fillers to kind of create that framework. It's actually holding up so far. I'll get the rubber band off of these ones. It's a lot of rubber bands. These are so the chamomile is so long. It's definitely going to have to be cut apart. I'm kind of just shaking it a little bit to loosen it up. A lot of times you kind of have to do that with these guys. I'm going to set these down here. Why I cut this to fit. Oh, that is going to be so pretty. Let's see what we can get up to here though, as far as... Hi, I feel like I'm drowning back here. Don't mind me hiding back here. Okay, so there's two kind of wispy side shoots. I just took them off. Boy, they are kind of Velcro-y to each other. I don't know if that's going to be low enough. Yeah, that needs to be a little bit lower. So I'm just kind of tickling them apart and then taking off the side shoots of them so I can lower it down in the vase a little bit, because I want it as a more of the base of the vase. And taking off the little green bits that are going to be below the water line there. Okay, that's getting closer. I'll probably pull that up about 10 times trying to get it to stay in place. This is fine. Okay. So these are ones that I pulled off the base of that. They actually look like they'll be able to kind of nestle in and do a job here, do their own little job there. I've got a few little wonky bits that I'm gonna take off because they look a little wonky. Anyway, okay, so there's those. Oh, I've got lots more. I think I'm gonna get all the chamomile in. Actually, I might keep that a little bit long. Kind of like the way that builds. That's kind of spiraling in a good way. I'll move that over just a little bit. I'm actually really kind of liking the fan shape reaching out, and then we'll fill in the rest with other bits as we go along. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more little chamomile sprigs here. Let's go way down with this one. So the nice thing about chamomile is you can make a tea out of it if you really want to. I don't know that I would make a tea out of these conventionally grown ones, just simply because I know what kind of chemicals these other farms, conventional farms, put on their flowers, or have to put on their flowers. A lot of them, if they're coming from other countries, they have to spray certain chemicals on there to assure that unwanted pests, we have certain things that are they're controllable by these sprays, and so it's actually required that they spray. So something to think about as far as conventional flowers and why supporting local flower farms is important. If you believe in, if you know and understand that, well, I don't want chemicals all up on my stuff, and in order to bring it into the country we have to do that, then maybe we make different choices so that we can support local flowers. But again, there's a whole nother level of cooperation that has to occur for that kind of thing to happen. Because there's not a ton of people that can grow some of the things that what we think is a standard issue in bouquets locally. So that's in and of itself is just, we have to make that decision in our own minds that, like, okay, let things be seasonal. Let that sink in. What does that mean? How do we do that? Because that's, if that's the old way, right? Because before we could mass ship things and import in a expedited fashion, if you will, we had to think about what's going to be available in the moment, at the time, at that season, in your area. Well, that is just pretty and fun. Let me see. I'm going to turn this around so I can see the front. I'm kind of just going through the back, but oh yeah, here. I'll go through these cuties right over here. I love how airy and soft and fun this is. Very wildflower look, which, I mean, y'all know that's what I grow. Okay, that is looking cute. I think I'm going to struggle to get all these flowers in here. So I better start with the ones that I know I want as anchors. So this is a cute one. You've got that kind of, again, that winter interest and feel. I've got to tickle it in. It apparently doesn't want to go right there. Nope, it's hitting the ground. Okay. Or the base of the thing. And then, of course, we need these. There's some gorgeous seeded eucalyptus here. Look at those seeds. I don't know what kind of eucalyptus it is because I've got eucalyptus and mine doesn't look like this. I don't know where it's coming from that it's got seeds right now. We'll see. Okay, oops. Boy, that really got loose and hot and fast like. So I'm going to go right down into the center with this. Mostly because I kind of want it to be an anchor in the middle to, okay. So yeah, I'm liking that. It's good and thick. I'm going to steal a few of these. Go down, track them back down here and. So I just snuck in there and stole a little seed bit. So I can create a kind of a trailing effect down below too. So it gives it some motion. So that's cool. Oh, there's some more. So here's some silver dollary ones, and here's more seeded. So I'm going to cut this way back and use this to bridge these two pieces that I just had here to make a flow. So I'm going to turn it back around so I can show you what I'm talking about here. So back it up. So there kind of starts from the pinnacle here and then it flows down through here. So it's still keeping that arch, but it's, you know, keeping it as it's kind of condensed in there. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of dig through this here and get some like items together because I suspect that I am not going to be able to use all of this. Okay, I know I want to use these bits, so let's get them in sooner than later. There's one there, and I'm going to balance it out by doing the same thing in this direction. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same height. Actually, I don't know if I like that. I might do it back behind here. That's kind of fun because then you got some going this way and some going that way. And then we've got a few more boughs. These are kind of fun, almost like a double trident. Let's put that right down through the middle. Do we need to take these off? I don't know about that. I'm thinking once I put it in there, we ain't coming back out, so I better. Oh, that is just really pretty. And I love the little tips of it. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can lower it down here. But the little tips of it right here, it's pink. It has like this sweet little soft color to it. So here's what we're looking at so far. Still kind of maintaining that fan shape. We've got the anchoring browns and greens of the magnolia popping out with the airiness of the seeded eucalyptus and that chamomile. Let's see. There's another. We need this guy over here. Oh, there it is. That is lovely. Okay. Oh, that's fun. So it's kind of still keeping with that fan look. I'm going to sneak a few of these in here just because I think they're pretty important out and I don't want to, oh man, there are some thorns on there. I did not see those. I just running my hand over it like it's no big deal. Yeah, we're going to take those away. And honestly, with roses, most of the time, I take all but like the very top couple of leaves off. I usually leave those, at least a few. Okay, so that's nice. I'm going to take a few of these petals off though. because you can. Okay. I'm not going to open that one any further because I want to give it a chance to kind of do it on its own. That's nice. So I'm going to get the two, there's two creamy color ones that were in this mix. See if I can find them. There's the other one. I'm going to get those two in because they're an anchor flower for me. Well, this one didn't have hardly any thorns. Interesting. I'm going to cut this one shorter and go down below it at an angle here. Okay, and then I can fan all the rest around that. So I need to unbuckle these guys. Oh, and there's another one of those Protea looking, I don't know what this is, honestly. It's cute. Not Granvilla. I don't know what this is. Does anyone? I'm sure we can figure it out. Okay, let's get that in there, and that'll balance that. Now we've got 3 spikes going. So cute. And let's get a few of these roses in there. Oh, those are really pretty. I'm just going to open it up just a tiny bit there. Oh, aren't you pretty? Oh, guys, seriously, I'm really loving this. I'm feeling happy with what we're doing here. Loverly. I really just liked the subtle transition that was happening with these roses, because there's the that one doesn't have hardly any either. There's kind of a green tip to it, and then it goes into that soft peachy orangey. That's so pretty. Okay, there's those. Let's get these in here. These Veronica. I'd really like to get some of these growing, more of these growing at for me at home here. So you'll notice I'm not cutting the bottoms off of these. That's because as soon as I got home last night, once I picked them up, I cut the bottoms off to maximize their water uptake. So I'm not really feeling like I'm going to do it a second time. Which is really no need. They're already kind of primed for that. Okay, I'm going to leave those. Let's do a few of these. Start getting these nestled in. Look at how, see that arch is really pretty. It's interesting. So I cut that last night just straight off, and look at how it's flared. That's good though. That's how they'll keep that, they'll maximize their water uptake that way. So we're really going to use the arch in these along the edges to go along with the fan look that we have going. The trick is to nestle them in there without destroying the bottom of the stem here. There you go. Okay, so there's those two to start. Let's start tickling in some other stuff. Because I feel like, so my style tends to be very eclectic. And I think what I mean by that is I like multiple different kinds of flowers in one bouquet. The more variation, the better to me. And so you kind of either like that or you don't like that. Some people think that's too busy. I'm not one of them. And that's okay. We're all allowed to have our own little thing going there. I like it to look busy and fun and full. I will often refer to myself as a chronic overstuffer. Okay, there's that. I'm looking at this one. It's a little sad. I'd like to use it, but it's one of those, the green ball dianthuses, or dianthus, but it didn't hold up very well. Oh, see, look, I mean, it looks like broccoli and it just fell. So I don't think I'll use that, but I think I will use this one. It's a cute little, when I got it, it was actually kind of bowed over a little bit yesterday. I might cut this one again just because. So let's get this in. Right now I was just looking at the back of the arrangement because I've been working mostly with the front. So at this point then I'm going to start spinning it to winning it. Oh boy, I can't even see where this is going. Where are you going, sir? Oh, I don't know where it's at, but it is. There you go. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. There's this little point right there. When I hold it with the window, and it keeps getting caught on things. Okay. So I'm very gently tickling it where I want it to be. I don't know exactly what this is. It's kind of dillish, carrotish. It could be Queen Anne's lace. It's not Tachus carota. I don't think it's on me. It looks more like a fennel. It doesn't smell fennel. It smells more like carrot. I bet it's carrot blossom. Okay. Oh, look, there's more. There's 3 of these total. So that's nice. That'll be good for balance. Let's go. Whoa. I think it loves me. Cut that off there. I'll feed this in here. So at this point, it's a gentle dance, trying to get things where you want them and how you want them to look. 1, 2, let's put another over here. They're cute though. I like them. I love the little umbles. Little cuties. I'm taking this one way low. Let's go ahead and get those in the bucket there. Make it look like I'm at least trying to clean up as I go along. Hello, kitty. Oh, kitty's back. He's so cute. Oh, okay, yeah, I like that there. Okay, what else do we got? I noticed we have a few sprigs of these chrysanthemums, but honestly, they have a lot of a dangle going on. I don't. You can kind of see that, and this one. So I don't know if I'm going to use those. I might just not, because I have all the chamomile, so I don't really feel like I need that too. Maybe I'll just plant them. So they can go in there. I'm just going to get rid of them. Oh, yeah, there's the rose stem from the other. Ooh, maybe I'll plant that. Okay. What do we got left here? This was a no-go. So I'm going to get rid of that. I do want a few sprigs of this. I'm going to get this in now before it feels like it's too crowded in the vase, because it's about to get that way. I want to make this continue to create this fan shape for me. So I'm going to put it here to make a little bit of more fan there. Tuck that up in there so that's kind of where it's supposed to be. And then let's do this one, I think, on this side. Oh, it's making me work for it, I'll tell you. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So we're getting there. So we definitely have the structure going. I'm gonna go in with a few of these here on the back side as well. This one is kind of arched the wrong way. Let's see if there's any that have a better arch. That one's not bad. Let's do that one. Okay, let's get these roses in because I think we're running out of space. pretty. They are pretty. I like them. Some of them look a little rough. They look like they struggled to get to the store. They're beat up a little bit. Sometimes that happens. I mean, these come from far away. I'm not exactly sure where these are coming from. If I had to guess. I mean, I know some places like Texas, but I don't know when their season is. There's some great rose growers that I follow from Texas. But I don't think now is their season. I don't know exactly. Or if they have season extenders, they could be pushing it out of their natural season, which is okay. In fact, it's kind of what we're going to have to do if we really want to rein in on our own. Oh, that's so pretty. On our own, whatever this is we have going. On closing the loop on the system that we currently have, really. It's, making it a matter of being able to find a way to domestically meet the needs of the floral industry, because the floral industry it's a big industry. There's lots going on, you know, people love flowers, and there's a reason. There's that scientific base for flowers make people happy. They bring joy. So there's always kind of that need that's ever present. Oh God, those are pretty. I also too find that I'm just a sucker for the bicolor flowers. When the more different variation that there is, the more I like it. Oh, they smell really good. They're beautiful. I'm not sure where these came from, but I like them. I'm gonna break this up here and just kind of give, there's like, it just needs a little something down here. Mostly like what's happening, but you can see this. Is this limonium, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why that's coming to my brain. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Oof, she's a tilter. Oh, I need a little bit more there. These aren't quite bloomed out yet, but I think that just the greenery and the texture is what I'm looking for in this little nook where I'm at. Little niche area. I don't know how this is gonna go in. It doesn't feel like it wants to. There it is. That's as far as it's gonna get. Okay. Got some more of these to do. Oh, got some mosquitoes. Those are no fun. Definitely have that to contend with out here on the wild of this space. Just gonna open her up a little bit. Oh, I broke that one. So much for finesse, huh? just don't want to necessarily stay like that. I'm gonna put this one way down low right here. Get low, get low. You right there, beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. This needs to be shorter though. Dang it. I can't take that out of there. I'm gonna push it up a little bit. There we go. And I think we need this one's seen better days. Come on, cutie, let's get you cleaned up. I don't know if that's gonna. Nope, she's toast. Ooh, this one though. Oh my gosh. There's this little peachy color stripe. Can that be seen? Yeah, there. See it? Right there. That is cool. I kind of hate to take off the outer ones because they are the greener bits of it, but they look rough, so I have to do it. Okay, let's give us a spin. There's our spot right there. Oh, so pretty. So I don't know if there's a secret to what I'm doing, and I don't even know if anybody else thinks it's pretty. I guess they do. They're calling me, asking me to make them stuff. But I'm just trying to tell it as it is in my own way. Here it is. Oh, that's going to be pretty right there. See, I just felt like this spot still needed more of this. Whatever this is. C status, or I think it's called limonium. I really do. This needs another rose right there. That's you. On cue. Well, I'm definitely making a mess, just in case anyone's curious. You should see the floor over here. Not a pretty sight. But I think we all know that that's just part of the floral world. You can't make an omelet without making eggs, and you can't make a bouquet without making a mess on the floor. Come on, sweetheart. There it is. Okay. Whew, okay. Boy, that's a full one. Oh, she's so pretty. She's pretty. I'm liking it. What do we got left? Looks like we have a few of these, which I kind of feel like it's good. I don't feel like we need any more of those. Honestly, it's kind of good and all manners. What's this happening here? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I don't really love what this bad boy's doing. I'm not sure if it's just because it's got that nodding habit to it. Maybe like that. Maybe I will put one of these in here just to kind of break up this area over here. Kind of cute. This texture. I like it. And this rose, oh, it doesn't look super good. Let's see if I can clean it up a little bit. Yeah, see, there's some like stuff going on way in the inside. Too bad. All right. I can see that going there. Maybe let's do that. And then I think we're done. I just don't see how anything else is gonna squish into. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Okay, so to me, it's definitely a very like front back kind of an arrangement. I feel like you could get away with it facing in multiple directions. But this is how I would, this is for me, I would put this up front. There. Oh God, it smells good. I think this is going to be really pretty. Really nice, soft. It's fun. It's not too sculptured, but also still looks nice. Can I get this in here? I don't think I can. No. So I think I did pretty good though. Like reasonably, here's what ends up being left over. These guys that didn't do so hot. So I could probably make a little one for the inside the house out of that. I don't know. Probably could. I don't know what I'll do with them. But I did make a mess, which is never a bad thing because, you know, gotta make a mess. So anyway, there it is. She's pretty, really soft and fun. Got that fan shape to it. I'm happy with the color. I think it's good. Is that the front? No, this is what I think the front is here. So there, that's the front there. Kind of with that. Skinnier this way, wider that way. It's pretty. I'm happy with it. So anyway, thanks for coming along while I made this little cutie here. I'll go inside and get the card made up and make sure that I include in there that, hey, we do vase trade-in. Because I think that a lot of people love that. I had I delivered all season last year to a gal who there wasn't a subscription. It was just all her vase trade-in because she traded in that many vases. I want to say it's like for every 5 or 4 or 5 is a bouquet. Probably 5 or 6. I don't remember. Anyway, one of those things. So, yeah, looks like we're good to go here. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to put these, I'll take them inside and then I'll figure out from there, what to do. And it's so nice though. I can't tell you how much I enjoy being able to just be like, okay, walk away, do something different, and then come back and do the cleanup. Because this is, not right underneath our feet in our living room. It's not the living room, it's the kitchen, but still, same. I mean, house isn't ginormous. It's a good sized kitchen, but so it definitely has made a big difference to me knowing that like I can come out here and then just do my little thing. And here, let's put this cutie over here. And that's it. It's beautiful. I love it. I don't know that the camera does it justice. I can't really, to me, the camera, I don't see what the camera sees. It looks different, which is kind of interesting. I find that with photography in general. You see different things. Oh, that's pretty and soft and airy and light. I'm happy with it. Well, thanks for joining me and my little diatribe about, you know, the floral world and what we can do to improve it. I think we've got a long road ahead and we're starting to recognize that. So that's important. It's important to continue to have flower farmers who are focused on less plastic, less environmental impact. And I'm hoping to be one of them. I'm pointing myself in that direction, trying to do the best I can with what we have because the system is it is what it is. So, oh, that was a long one. Thanks for hanging that whole time and watch us grow.